Hey guys, welcome back to the Crime Sheet. I'm Andrea Cipriano, and you might be thinking that this background looks a little bit different than what my last video did, and it's because I'm only going to be in New York City for a few more hours. I'm actually only going to be in the apartment for a few more minutes. I have to go to JFK to go catch a flight to New Orleans because I'm going to CrimeCon 2019. So CrimeCon is a 3-day event that is hosted by Oxygen, the True Crime Network, and this is the third time that they've run the event. The first time was in Indianapolis and then again in Nashville. So this time it's going to be one of the biggest ever. They have more people going, a lot of big names. Nancy Grace is going for the third time in a row. It's hosted by Paul Holes, who was one of the detectives that helped crack the Golden State Killer case. The families of the Delphi, Indiana girls are going again, and I know that that's going to be a really emotional event, and I'm excited to see some of the stuff that they talk about and what they uncover potentially. Some of the other events include David Rudolph, who is the defense attorney for Michael Peterson, which is most commonly known as it's the Netflix documentary, The Staircase. Some other people are going. Abducted in Plain Sight, which is another Netflix documentary. Jan is going, as well as the director. And there's going to be a lot of demonstrations there by some forensic scientists, as well as a canine demonstration. I'm not sure if I can make it to that one, but we'll see. So I'm going to both vlog and blog the experience for you guys. You can see more of some of the things that I learned. I'm going to link a lot of my blog posts down below. But this video is going to be a little bit more of take you with me so you can see just the whole event and my whole journey going there. So stay tuned, but for now we gotta go catch a flight, so let's go.
This is the Jamaican Underground Express train. The next stop is Jamaica West.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
The next stop is Sutton Boulevard, Archer Avenue, JFK.
Alright, so I just got to my terminal. I mean, good timing. It was only about an hour, and every single time I was waiting for the subway, it came, immediately. So, that was pretty good, but kind of stressful just because I was, running to the train and then getting out and running to the next train. AirTrain was nice, which I didn't expect because, sometimes New York City subways, and it's a part of the MTA as well, so it's you never know what you're gonna find. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through security now. I haven't been in an airport in probably, I wanna say 6 or 7 years. So this is a totally new experience, trying to be really alert and read the signs, read the signs, read the signs. Alright, so I made it through security. It was surprisingly pretty easy, all things considered. Not a lot of people here really early in the morning, and TSA was super nice, so actually can't complain. Right now I'm gonna look for food, because I have some time to kill, and there's actually a lot of options, surprisingly. So, yeah, let's go look for food. I made it to my hotel room. This is going to be my headquarters for the next few days, where I'm going to be doing a lot of my video editing as well as some of my blogging. So I'll just give you a quick little tour around. It's just me. And so this is really the first time that I'm traveling by myself and doing something as crazy as this by myself. So it's definitely a new experience. I have my little laptop set up here. I'm gonna go and get something to eat before CrimeCon on the Run starts. I think doors open at 7:30. CrimeCon on the Run isn't open to the media yet. This was something that I was emailing one of the media coordinators for. I can't get my pass early. Passes are only accessible to the media at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And so you can only get into this event if you have a ticket, which I have. I paid for it, and I'm looking forward to the event itself. But I don't think I could take you guys in with me. So I'm going to have to just write some stuff up, put some stuff up on the blog. Maybe I'll try to sneak pictures, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. So I guess we'll just see how the night goes. But for now, it looks like I'm going to have to leave you guys behind, but I will fill you in.
Conviction is overturned. The Riverside DA's office today dismissed the murder case against Charles Roberts.
You stole my self-worth. I will not believe my soul.
I have a young lady at my house right now, and she just says her name is Jamie Clark.
No matter what I did, that case remains safe.
I got goosebumps all over. Oh, me either.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for CrimeCon 2019, Paul Holmes.
But we never want to glorify the bad guy. It's the victims first. Think about this. 2 years ago, the very first CrimeCon in Indianapolis, the survivors of the Golden State Killer were trying to bring attention to their case. A year later in Nashville, they had an answer.
I think the major problem is what I call tunnel vision, what psychologists call confirmation bias. And I think what happens in most cases, and I think it certainly happened in Michael's case, and I think it happens in virtually every case where there's a wrongful conviction, is that the police who have done hundreds, if not thousands, of these investigations, they figure out in their own minds who they think the guy is or the woman is. And, you know, they're normally right. You know, suppose they're right 95% of the time. Well, that still leaves 5% where they're not right. And that's where the problem comes in. And they found this thing in a boiler room down in the basement. And they took it outside and they photographed it. And it didn't have any blood, it didn't have anything on it. It didn't appear to be something that could have inflicted these wounds. So after they photographed it, Campen and George didn't put it back where they had found it. They put it back in that dingy garage where we found it, actually not me, but Clayton found it, a year and 3 months later, with all the spider webs and all that stuff. So that's sort of the inside story of the blow group. Now,
Question, and you went there and you put actual heads in toilets, is that right? Answer, as part of my scientific research, I found 3 volunteers, that word may be used loosely here, for 4 hours. I put their heads into the actual toilet bowl, where the husband claims to have found his wife, because science dictates that you compare apples with apples.
My name is James Basinger. I am the host of the Hide and Seek podcast.
Dr. Maurice Dotman. I've been in law enforcement for about 4 years and been doing work in missing person cases and cold cases for 20 years.
I'm Sam Moyer. I'm Rosie Moyer's daughter. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm William Moyer. I was actually married to Nancy for over 10 years. We were together a total of about 15 years, and we're here with the defense.
I'm Detective Mickey Hamilton with the Thurston County Sheriff's Office. I've been with the Thurston County Sheriff's Office for 6 years now.
Nancy's getting ready for work. She heads to the Department of College, where she's worked at for the last 12 years. And on her way there, she picks up a gentleman that she would carpool with. And at this time, she then heads to the Department of Ecology. And it's a normal work day, nothing odd sticks out to anybody who worked with her. Nobody spoke about any kind of oddities that had happened throughout that day. So she checks out, or she leaves work around 5 o'clock.
I remember we would make hot chocolate together because she got this cool machine, and we did a lot of cooking together, which was awesome.
Sitting up and rocking back and forth, screaming for someone to come help us. Help me, come here, where are you? All I was doing was making gurgling sounds. Because with the jaw broken and there was so much blood coming out, it just gurgled. But in my head, I'm screaming. As they walked a little further, I could see the lights of the ambulance and the fire trucks and the police cars and walking and all this noise. I actually thought I was at a carnival. It's the way that my mind reacted and tried to overcome what had happened and put me in a happy place. And then I was taken into the operating room. They wired my jaw shut, just put it back together as best they could, and they wired my teeth shut. And I went to my room in the hospital. I was there for about a week. It was in intensive care first, and I went to the hospital room. After about a week, the district attorney had been trying to talk to me. I had no information for him. When you talk like this and you have your braces cut, you can't really communicate well with your teeth wired. He asked me questions, everyone was asking questions. Okay, it's time for me to leave the hospital now. I'm going to go to the airport and fly to Miami. On the way to the airport, we stopped in front of the Kyle House. And then they told me, we would like you to go up to your room and kind of give us anything that you might think is different. Or, oh, okay. And they had to have their hands under my elbows to get me up one step at a time up the stairs. When we turned the corner on the second floor, we went down to my room, yellow crime scene tape everywhere. They moved it. I went into our room, and the first thing I saw, they're showing me the dresser, was black dust and fingerprint they took. And they're saying, anything missing? I'm like, I don't think so. I don't know. I couldn't tell with everything I was dealing with. I was due to testify. I was kept in a back room so that I didn't hear any of the testimony, and kind of get tainted from what I was supposed to, what I remember. So I went in the jury box when they called me in, coming into the witness stand. There sat Bundy, about 15, 20 feet away, and he's like this again, with that smug look. And I stared him down. And then I thought, yeah, I'm better than you now, because I'm on this side and you're on that side. And it felt good. It really did. So I did answer the questions as I were asking. The one question that really got me was from the defense table. And they said, is this the man you saw in your room that night? I had to say no. Because I did not see his face, and it was dark. And when the light shone in, I was cowering. So I could not say, this was the man that attacked me.
You're going to see Kiki here in a minute. We're going to run through these boxes. And there's one box here. One box actually has narcotic odor in it, but she's not trained on narcotics. So her job is to ignore that, okay? If I put hot dogs in one, her job is to ignore that. But there's one of these boxes that has explosive odor in it. It's training odor. It's not going to go boom, I promise. Okay? All right? So I want y'all to watch her and tell me which box y'all think it is, okay? All right? Go for it. Get it? I know. We're going to show y'all. We're going to show you So just because...
I have to be honest, I didn't realize today was going to be as emotional as it was. I didn't think I fully mentally prepared myself for that. I just was in the idea of like, oh, I'm going to school, I'm going somewhere to learn, I'm going to like take classes, right? So I had like my student cap on, but I didn't realize that, this is more than just learning. That I went to one event today, What Happened to Nancy Moyer was the title. And I didn't know anything about Nancy Moyer's case. This was the first time I was exposed to it. And then of course, the first time being exposed to it, her daughter was there and her ex-husband was there as well. And the first time being exposed to a case and then also seeing the families and the victims was really emotional. And then I saw Kathy Rubin speak about Ted Bundy and the attack at Chi Omega House, and to listen to her recount her experience and her experience with her friends, the aftermath, the surgeries, and then what it was like to testify in front of him in court. That was incredibly emotional. And then I also, while I was leaving one of the events, I ran into the grandfather of Liberty German from the Delphi, Indiana case. I was coming out of the event and there was a bunch of people there waiting to get into the room as I was leaving. So it was like, there was a whole mess of people. And then I just saw like out of the corner of a bunch of like an open space, it was the suspect's image. And that caught me totally off guard. It like threw me for a loop. I knew that the families were going. Obviously I know that the event is tomorrow on Saturday, but I just didn't expect them to set a table up and to be out. Which I thought was amazing. And they were selling bracelets and selling t-shirts, and the money is going to a charity that they're doing. There were no words that I could say to Libby's grandfather that would take away any of the pain, that would alleviate some of the pressure off his shoulders. I know that the one thing that would be catching this guy. That would be the end to a lot of the pain. Not all of it, because nothing can replace either Abby or Libby, but it would replace some of it. And that was something that was a lesson and a theme that went through the entire conference today. Every single person, every event that I went to, every talk had mentioned it at some point, that CrimeCon is not about sensationalizing cases and about CrimeCon is real. CrimeCon is emotional. CrimeCon is no bullshit. Every event that I went to gave me goosebumps in one way or another, and a good portion of the events today had me in tears at some points. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't fully understand, is when you just think of true crime, it's sensational, it's on TV, and it's meant to be solved in 40 minutes and 3 commercials, as Joe said yesterday. 40 minutes and 3 commercials, that's what true crime seems when it's on TV. And that's just not true.
She looked at that and her eyes beat, and I knew that I had found the little girl that I was searching for.
And Sam Little, he had a technique of killing his women that oftentimes would not leave the evidence, where now the cause of death often was ruled undetermined by the pathologist.
What will those closest to you think of when they find out that you brutally murdered 2 little girls?
2 years in, and it's completely changed.
This is the face of a murder.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching part 1 of my 2-part CrimeCon vlog series. I really hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed making this. I had about 200 gigs of footage throughout the whole weekend while I was down in New Orleans, so that's why I'm splitting this up into 2 videos, because it's a lot. Yeah, so the next video I'm going to be uploading sometime early next week, so you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the little notification bell down below to get notified for when I do upload. And yeah, please leave me a comment down below. I want to know what you thought was the most interesting event that I went to, and also if you want to see some more in-depth videos about, say, like the staircase or Nancy Moyer, because I do have a lot of footage from those events. So definitely leave me a comment down below, and in the description you're also going to find some links to some blog posts that I uploaded that are about the CrimeCon on the Run sessions I went to. I'm not allowed to post those videos, which is fine, but as for right now, I have the write-ups down below, so go ahead and check them out. Let me know what you think, and please stay tuned for the next video. Thanks guys.